Hi, Mustafa. Hi.
Hi, Erdi. Hi.
Thanks for coming in. I'm really excited to have you here. I'm happy. We were going to meet together for a while, but
Finally.
unfortunately our problems and life didn't allow us. But now you are here and I'm happy to have you here. Please, Mustafa, introduce yourself.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. Yeah, first of all, thank you for having me. It's also really a pleasure talk to you. About me, of course, as you said, my name is Mustafa. Officially, I am Russian and Arabic teacher, and I'm a linguist. I was born and grew up in Istanbul. Before the age of 20, I became a Taekwondo coach. But then I decided to get a higher education, especially in the linguistic, language field. Since I was interested, in complex and at the same time, not very common languages for that time, of course. It was 25 years ago, as you know. I want to learn something different, unusual, because most of people, know English and other languages. After some searches, I decided to go Russia, but based on some specific reasons, such as economic, cultural, geographical, etc., I purposefully chose to start with Caucasus region. And after 2.5 years, I thought that I had developed enough and wanted to expand my knowledge and push my own boundaries. And of course, Moscow, or one of the largest cities in Russia, was the best place to implement this plan and achieve my goals. And then I, of course, moved to Moscow. I continued my education journey until I completed my postgraduate studies in Moscow also. After graduate education, I only thought was teaching languages and no longer continued my academic career. But I can say that I have done a lot of academic searches, as much as any professor can do in this field. And I can say easily that I am ready anytime, anywhere to answer any question about Russian language.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much.
It's for me. I think it's enough.
By the way, I wanted to remind our friends that Mustafa knows 13 languages, and all of them he learned these languages by his own, and this is incredible. And he is definitely a very experienced guy. Relates to how to learn, and I am sure Mustafa have something to say us about. Mustafa, what have you brought to Webtalk?
Yeah, but before answering that questions, I want to say something, not correct you, just addition. I know, of course, not equally enough, well enough, all these languages. I just speak 5 languages at higher level, good level. And other languages, 30 languages, of course, I know something. Yeah, okay. What brought me to Webtalk? Nothing and no one but you. In fact, to be honest, I am still not an active Webtalk user here. There are so many active users and people out there who use and know the real benefits of Webtalk better than me do. As I say, for example, you are one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Here in Russian, some warning that my connection a little bit. Okay, and I mean, for instance, you are one of them who use Webtalk really well. I just, they really know deeply, and they can even imagine extended, feature of Webtalk all around the world. I just thought about it and decide not to miss this good opportunity, either in terms of language development and maybe professional advertising, and from the perspective of why not position, maybe making money also. And I don't want to say other social media platforms are useless, because it all depends on your personal approach and attitude to them to make it useful or harmful to you. But as I see it, Webtalk's marketing policies and benefit sharing strategies have become crystal clear to me. Of course, thanks to you, first of all. And I believe that this is the really kind of a fair win-win situation for anyone who use this platform. I mean, not just only spend time on social media, but also get back some material benefits in turn.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much.
I said about who brought me and why.
Thank you. You're welcome. And but actually, it is honor for me to introduce you to Webtalkers, because in your personality, Webtalk gets a very, very great gift as an experienced teacher. And are you going to open lessons for English students and lovers? Mustafa?
Yes.
Can you hear? Are you going to open lessons for students and lovers?
Yes. Today is weather condition is not good, maybe because of we're struggling with connection. About English students, yeah, Erdi, it would be, of course, so fascinating. But it's not just about putting into your lifestyle some excitement and making money. As a teacher, language learning and teaching process for me is really a responsible and important moment. First of all, as you know, I have started learning English just 3 years and a couple of months ago. And still I am continuing to improve my English. My current and ultimate goal with regard to English is to bring my level as close as possible to the level of proficiency. At least a little closer to my Russian, which has almost become my second native language. Because of this reason, all my attention about English is now focused on my self-improvement. But of course, and eventually I want and will teach English. I can share with, small secret. Some people, really forced me to teach them English. And a couple of months ago, I started to teach English them. But it was not my decision, they really forced me. Please teach us English.
That's great. That's great. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Friends, sorry for interrupting you. And I wanted to pay attention to everybody who is watching this video because that's amazing.
Of course.
Mustafa started to learn English just little more over 3 years ago, and today he is ready to teach students, to teach lovers.
Erdi, if you are interested about my consideration, I consider that I am not teaching now English. I am maybe teaching in English how to learn language, how to use language. I think it's much more important. Maybe we can have a conversation. We can have another conversation, maybe another time, about how to learn language.
I agree, totally agree, because as we know from one of famous proverb, don't give a fish, teach them how to fish.
Yes, exactly. But you can do, this in English, especially. Of course, if they zero level, of course, you need to teach a bit different. But if people have some, at least a little, level, if they are able to understand some basic things, it's okay. Then you can speak in English and teach them how to learn and what kind of approach you need to have towards language learning process.
So that's another question for you. What will you offer to students? What will you offer to students to learn?
Order. You are benching me, man. You are forcing me. The simple saying, would be useful because my methods are natural and meet the realistic expectations. We have to know that there is no such thing as the best method. There is no such things as the shortest way to learn a language. There is no such thing as the idea that you can learn language for a couple of months. But on the other hand, also there is no such thing that you definitely need to buy a certain method from some teachers, just for the reason that language learning process is a mystery. No, there is no mystery.
Yeah.
Again, as for my method, Again, as for my method, about my method, I can say that my personal language learning and at the same time teaching method and approach contains and involves the aim of using and absorbing a language as much as it possible, rather than analyzing or scrutinizing some difficult stuff like grammatical rules or structures, or deep structures of language, especially in the initial, beginning development process. This is the matter.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you. That's so interesting, and I'm definitely will be your student too. Why do you think that your method would be useful for me, for students?
Together. Say again, please.
Why do you think that your method would be useful for me and for other students?
As I said, right now, my method actually it's is natural. That I am, of course, why I am, saying about me. I don't sell anything. I am teaching, there are two kinds of, teachers. One of them language sellers, and others language, teachers.
Mhm.
I am a language teacher, not seller, because of, and yeah, this is the really hard work, first of all, to teach people, right way and meet their expectations. Again, about my method, it's can be useful because it's eyes open process. My methods actually, involves eye open,
Mhm.
because there are incredible amount of, wrong information about language and advertising, learning language for a couple of months, for maybe a couple of even weeks. And right now, nowadays, most of people say a couple of days, you know, and I think I should be stupid that I am learning languages, for a long time, not for a couple of weeks or days. Method should be, natural. First of all,
Of course,
natural,
of course, of course. I
and
believe, easily believe.
people have to know that this is this is not sprint. This is a marathon.
Mhm, mhm. Yeah, I understand you. That's. I believe you because you are very experienced, and 5 level to use, 5 languages to use. It is required to dedicate a lot of time. That's obviously, and I understand that if you got this, if you acquired these languages, you know how to do that, and you can share with your knowledge to others and to me. Oh, our connection is not good. So what about now? Do you hear me well? Do you hear me well? Do you hear me well?
This is, yeah.
Oh, that's better. That's better. Mustafa,
Yes.
what, as you know, Webtalk contains many teachers. They give lessons for free. Do you think that ability to practice English for free is a breaking point of the educational system?
Yeah, understand. First of all, without a doubt, any opportunity to practice the desired and target language can play a big role in the improvement process. Mm-hmm. But experiences also have shown the vast majority of people still needs guidance how to learn and how to use language. Mm-hmm. Nevertheless, you need to find the right people and met right person to avoid slipping off the road. Mm-hmm. Because, nowadays, there is an incredible amount of information moves at the speed of the light. And another thing, as an old school student, because I've started learning languages, first time before, internet era. Mm-hmm. I'm not so young now, Mm-hmm. I realized that with the advance of technology, the quality of language learning process, you know, I can say has not increased so high. Furthermore, it even has some side effect. And most people, in my opinion, it's just my opinion, that I see, you will see different, you know, from different side. But as a teacher, as a, you know, language lover, language learner, you know, I see, you know, a bit different, because I'm every time absorbing, you know, anything about language. And in my opinion, as I said, most people have become lazy because of, you know, ability and you know, availability of lots of things on the internet. Mm-hmm. And they become distractive, wasting their time, focusing on unnecessary things by surfing and searching materials with the different contents on the internet. Mm-hmm. Instead of focusing only to one thing and to their main goal, aim. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Shortly saying, it can be just relatively a breaking point just for the people who use it rightly and productively, mm-hmm. but not at the large scale, you know, totally. You know, there are two different, you know, two kinds of people who use resources right way, who use in wrong way. Of course, if you use in wrong way, if it's even can be not just destructive and harmful. Mm-hmm. As you see, sometimes I also find myself searching different, you know, YouTube videos to listen. You know, it's can be really destructive if you cannot get it under your control. If it's every time going, it's like a gun, you know, you can use it for good things and for bad things. It depends on your approach. But of course, as a platform, as a opportunity, of course, it's really, internet, it's, you know, itself, of course, a breaking point if you use. And like specific tool, Webtalk, of course.
Thank you. That's really interesting and makes sense. And Webtalk is becoming a free educational resource, isn't it?
For sure. It is already becoming now, as you see and I see also. As I mentioned before, that it all depends on your world view, how you see and how you perceive things around you, and what kind of approach you have to education. You know, simply saying, if you are too towards the, like in the middle of the desert, you know, you will see, you know, mirages of water everywhere. It's also the same thing. If you are so passionate about learning language and enrich your knowledge, you will see the useful opportunities in anything and features, you know, and tools. If not, you won't be able even to see the chance or good opportunity in front of your nose. What it comes to Webtalk, sure, it is a good, you know, it is a good knowledge and skill sharing platform, and to extend special language ability and educational resource. As I said, before, everything, on the internet can be really useful educational resource, but Webtalk has some advantages. What kind of advantages? It has people that got together around Webtalk. They have almost not the same, but similar aims, goals, and intentions. 80% of people that got together around Webtalk, they have similar thoughts, similar aims, and because of this platform can be much more useful than any other platform like Facebook or Instagram, because it's a bit different. As you know, Facebook, there are a lot of different people with different intentions.
Yeah, but the main reason that Webtalk pays money, and that's because teachers and students are here. They have win-win situation, and
it's really fair. Yeah, it's really a kind of fair win-win situation, because you not just spend your, I don't want to say waste time, spend time, you spend your time, and in turn, you get some benefit, like money, not just knowledge. And there is a ability. It's nowadays, it's really good opportunity. Why? Because as you will see, because of coronavirus situation all around the world, people, got stuck at home, and everyone, want to find some solution and figure out how to, work at home. This is right now the biggest question for anyone, to earn money without leaving home,
exactly,
and not to go somewhere. And I understand, not for anyone big, opportunity to gain money, but as I know about you and about some people who know, I know like you, they earn from the little amount of money, sum of money, until the big sum of money. And this is the real money, I said. And why not? Why not position?
Yeah, of course. That's absolutely fair resource. And every teacher, it's not about only English, every teacher who have knowledge, who have ability to share their knowledge, they have opportunity to be paid on Webtalk. And
of course,
every teacher will get chance to teach students online from home. It is great advantages by saving time.
Yes, exactly.
Spending more time with their family, and they no need to go to work to the destination as school, as university. They are able to teach online, and students also have advantages. They can save money just having knowledge for free, and that's wonderful. Of course, not maybe for everybody at the beginning, but on the long term,
it makes sense.
It makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
and make money. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you having me. It was really pleasure to talk to you.
And I'm sure we will meet not at once. And as you know, by the way, as you know, yesterday we created the very first live stream in Russian, and some of people who joined, they asked me, will be this ability to learn Russian on Webtalk? I told them, yes, of course, you will get a lot of chances. And friends, he is Mustafa. He will be able to teach you English, Russian, and Turkish. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Follow him. I will share the link to his profile with this video, and please be in touch. Thank you so much, Mustafa. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you for your time, Erdi. Thank you for the time. See you. See you. Have a good day.
Have a good day.